Alrighty then, this should be going live. Just need to make sure everything's working okay. Unfortunately, I can't really see my stream connectivity stats as my brother claps in the background. If you can hear that, you probably can. Yeah, so I have to do that. Every time you see me do this, that's me checking on the stream stats. Stream strat stats. But anyway, the game I'm playing today is Scavenger SV-4. Now, this is a game I've played on my main channel quite a few times, but I've never actually played this game on the Stream Archives channel, which explains why I'm playing it now. And of course, what you can do is just randomize the guys or the girls that you play as, and the ship and the colours and all that. So we're going to be playing as Bill Griffin on the Razor's Edge. Okay, so I just need to make sure everything's all okay. I've got my stream chat over like this side, even though for you it's that side. And yeah, let's just begin the game. I've got this on balance settings, I think, and there's supposed to be audio that plays, but I've left this going for some time. So what should happen is we boot into the game. Here we go, got that lovely PC FOV going on. Personal log of Captain Bill Griffin aboard ISC 167 Razor's Edge. And of course, I say this, you know, I don't really want to be reading through all of this because there's a lot of stuff here. So if you want to read through it, then you can always pause the video and differential calculus. Oh my god, I can relate. Yeah, but you can always pause the video and look at what these people have to say. There's something called Dungeon Road you can play as well, where it's like a dungeon crawler, as it were, and you just like go around and you collect items and you just do shit, I guess. I did have something interesting happen to me when I played this in my most recent attempted run through, and maybe I'll get around to it. I'm getting gangbanged. Oh, and I died. Lovely. Fuck this game. I'll rage quit. Oh, right, that's interesting. We got a purple planet. I don't think I've ever had a purple planet before. That's interesting. We can just establish communications and launch right off the bat. Looks like we've got a solar type star. It's orange, as you can see. One thing you'll probably notice as well is that the game does drop frames when you look back over onto the ship. It is what it is. You can hear the audio, it's just very faint in the background. Though if we're here, then when we hear the re-entry sound effects, then it should really pick up at that point. Got about another 50 seconds to wait. I guess I can show you around. So we started off in our personal quarters. We have Science Lab, where stuff we pick up from the surface goes to, and the cargo bay. Yeah, you should be able to hear that. That's in the background. That is. Whoa. And I'm previewing OBS as well, so yeah, the audio balance might be bad. I don't know. Hold on, let me just. Yeah, we dropped like 10% of the frames on the stream right around now, and that looks like water or something down here. So looks like we're on an island or something. And oh come on, we're right next to something that can kill us, really. Okay, well I've got to watch my ass. So yeah, basically the one thing that happened to me the last time I played this was there's actually some form of life on the surface, and basically what it did was it just chased down the rover and forcibly boarded my my rover here. And basically what that does is it causes a little interesting thing to happen, and it's essentially like alien life that exists on the planet, but yeah, it boards your ship and then you gotta figure out how to get rid of it. And I thought I had a way of doing it, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. And now I'm here, back again, hoping that the same thing doesn't happen, even though it might. So yeah, just going around. I think what I'll do is I'll leave that here, and then in case I see anything suspicious, then I'll just like click and then just like GTFO basically. But right now, as you can see, we only have like 2 slots available, or 2 or 3 slots available, and if we go close to the edge, it's going to warn us about dangerous terrain, so we got to watch out for that. So what we're going to do is recall the rover right off the bat, and get a better view of this purpley planet right here. So now that we've recalled the rover, what it's going to do is head back up to the ship here. So one thing we want to do as well, hold on, is I like to close all the doors behind me, but we want to go to the medibay here, because part of the context behind us being around this planet is because the planet's radioactive and the system itself is highly radioactive. So the entire time we're getting bombarded with radiation, and radiation is bad, so we don't want that. But that's why periodically what we have to do is go to the medibay here and heal ourselves from the radiation damage that we've been subject to. I don't know if easy mode's on, but basically easy mode makes it so the rate of exposure is massively like increased. Well, easy mode makes it so you don't actually get affected by the radiation as much, whereas you know, hard mode or regular mode even is yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully you can decipher what I'm saying and understand what I'm trying to get to. But easy mode makes it so you don't get bombarded by radiation as much, and so you can survive for longer. And I guess the emphasis is more on being able to explore rather than rack up a high score. And this one seems easy to actually decrypt, and it actually decrypts faster if you select it. It says that you're interactively assisting research. So we have a audio sensor of some description and some sort of electrical device. Okay, we're only about 5.1% of the stream has dropped frames, sadly. But that's my internet connection. I don't know what's wrong with it. Maybe I've set the bitrate a bit too high for this. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just not very good. This device is a pressure transducer. It can easily be adapted as a microphone to transmit an audio feed via the rover's uplink. This device is remarkably efficient and consumes an unusually small amount of electrical power in operation. And it looks like we've got some sort of electrical gun to it, which our rover can use for offensive capabilities. Now, maybe there's some instances where you do need to use the turret, but most of the time I don't do anything with these turrets. They do give you quite a few credits, as you can see, and that's part of the reason why we're playing this game, is to get the credits. So what we want to do is, let's put the arc projector into the storage, and the microphone we can put, say, onto the rover. And then what we want to do is rover the rover to the garage, as it should be one of the options, and then actually install the microphone, and then go from there. So there's like here, install item. Now you can use it. So now I'm just gonna, yes, that's installing the microphone at this point. And then launch. So you can just launch it from here. Oh, and then we want to, of course, see if there's any radiation help that we can get right now, because it's been a little while since we've done that. And then we'll explore the planet some more. Can we? Yeah, we can get help about. I can't read that. That text is so small I can barely even see what that says about the millisievert radiation exposure we've been subjected to. But that's what it is. It's millisieverts, and that's just a measure of radiation exposure or radiation count rate or something like that. It's been a while since I've had to look up stuff like that, to be honest. But as you can see, purple planets. And of course our star as well. I'm fairly sure as well that there's a moon on the planet. But yeah, we'll have to see. It just takes a while. We have to play this for some time. What we can do is also use this microphone here. So I can actually turn on the supplemental microphone, if you will. Hold on, just... Okay, it looked like I was in the red for a moment there. Sounds a little different. Yeah, it sounds about the same though, don't it? So it's like I've picked up a microphone that does what the microphone already does. Okay, we got something there. Whoopsie, don't want to do that. Now, I think I clicked on the screen and that activates the turret. But yeah, what I wanted to do is pick up these items. Like so. And now hopefully what can happen is if I'm going to get bombarded by life or anything, then I should be able to survive it, hopefully. We've got a microphone here. What the hell are these? It's like rocks or some form of structure. It's just all here. Don't necessarily know if this is good or bad or not, but oh well. And we can of course recall something over there, something over there. So it's like this whole... It looks like it's a gigantic island we're on. And yeah. We just have to explore the island and see what's going on, but then there's a possibility of life that can exist. So you gotta be careful. And you gotta like on the edge, if you see where my webcam is, you can kinda like clip through the glass a little bit there. It's probably because the FOV is set so high. It's PC FOV at the end of the day. Let's just clamber on through. And then wait for the rover to come back, and then we can see what's on it. Just yeah, about 6% drop frames on the stream at this point. It seems that right now, you know, it's streaming okay. You know, I've set it to be about 4 megabits per second at 720/60, so it should be coming out relatively okay. If it's dropping frames, then it's going to just like glitch up some of the audio and video and all that, hopefully. Even though that's not really good when that happens. But oops, yeah, my microphone, my mouse sensitivity is a little off, so. And by a little off, I mean a little bit too high for precise moving of stuff. But we can research everything, and I guess we can like interactively research with something and hope to increase the rate at which it decrypts. But it's going about the same pace, isn't it? Seems fairly even right around now. But let's see what we have. We've got electronic and EM field. Interesting. So probably another electric turret or something, or some form of drive maybe, and some EM field antenna or something, like a radar or something. And I'm almost been going for 15 minutes at this point. I only care about that stuff because I guess I want to get out of here, keep this stream relatively short and sweet, so you can see this game and I can get out of here and do other stuff. Oh, it's a transmitter of some description, so it seems as if that would bring people to you, but this is like still probably another turret or something. Oh, a computer. Device is a computer. Okay, now I'm interested. I don't think I've ever come across that before. But still got sun in the sky. And if you look as well, the shadows are actually moving. They're like dynamic shadows that adjust with time. So it's fairly interesting to see, to be honest. It's like real-time shadows going on, real-time lighting. Which could explain why the game drops frames so much. It's like expensive scenes. But yeah, gotta see what this is. So it's probably like a rover device or something, and you just like can see some stuff on it. But you can actually do all that sort of stuff from within the command center as well, without having to go to the planet's surface whatsoever. So let's see, we have a Omni radar. So yeah, it's basically like yeah, that's just a radar essentially, and it includes apparent stealth techniques just to reduce. Oh, autopilot. Okay. So yeah, autopilot, ladies and gentlemen. We get to see what the autopilot and the radar does. So I guess in theory what that should be doing is it points us to one place, and then it's gonna like have something there for us. I'll probably leave the radar for now, but we definitely want to rover that to the garage and install that basically at this point. So now that's here, you just want to select the autopilot and install it. And at this point I might as well get healed, because I would have took some serious radiation damage at this point. But we can already be in the process of launching the rover. So there we have to go back in here. Just activate the Medi Bay and go from there. So we're at, oh god, it's like 373 residual. Damn, that's pretty bad. So that's why you need to keep on top of this stuff. It's so you don't end up dying. So even though you do have some noticeable radiation and cellular damage, specifically because of radiation, you want to keep on top of this sort of stuff. So we've got the planet again, and going to be entering the atmosphere. So you can also turn on the auxiliary generator, and the auxiliary generator just like refuels the rover and charges its batteries up it uses like chemical fuel and that. So I guess once the chemical fuel runs out, then you're going to be pretty screwed. So I guess, for instance, you can put autopilot on and you'll see the power usage like go for the toilet, for instance. But it depends on where the autopilot takes us. So might see where that goes. Oh, that's a big hit. Right. But as you see, this is like pointing us in a certain direction, and as you see, it is draining on the rover's resources a little. But what we can do is turn on the auxiliary generator instead. But is it this thing? It's probably this thing. But the good thing is, if we can pick it up, which we have, then as I turn the auxiliary generator on, then seems to be taking us to that next. Right. Pretty cool. And that's essentially what we can do with this game now, is use the autopilot to see if it takes us to anything decent. We might as well detach the microphone. It's not really doing anything for us right now. It's just to see if that did anything unique, and it hasn't really. As long as I don't encounter any of those alien beings on the surface, then I'm okay. because that kind of messed me up last time and kind of didn't make me want to play this ever again. But maybe this is the last time I'll play this game. It depends on what happens, how long I go for. I mean, I would probably say I want to go for like half an hour or something at the very least. Make this a fairly lengthy session. But, well, fairly lengthy is like hours long, to be honest. Like 1 or 2 hours, but I don't have 1 to 2 hours, and then this is late as well. You know, it's like 9 PM my time right now, and it's like, I want to just get this done and dusted with, get it onto YouTube, rendered and all that, and say that, yeah, I've actually done a session of the 10th on the 10th of every month for this year. And, it's probably like the best spree I've had since I started doing the 10th, so as long as I can keep it going, keep the momentum up and all that, then I should be fairly happy. Oh man, this is going pretty quickly. It's probably something we've already done. Not mechanical. So, well, I guess we can interact with it. It's a thermal, so is it like a thermal turret? Yeah, device is too large to be mounted in the turret, so it's probably like thermal plating or something. Alright, let's take a look. It is, of course, a flame projector. So, it's a high temperature cloud of conflagrating materials. Emission pressure is insufficient for efficient propulsion. It could be used as a weapon, basically. That's what we're getting out of that. So again, flame projector can go into here. I guess we could see about the radar and see what that does. Oh, don't mind me. My just internet's been disconnected apparently, and it hasn't been. Weird. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm going like this a lot, it's because I've just been told that my stream's not even streaming anymore. It's actually more like an offline recording at this point. Apparently, there's just nothing going to the YouTube right now. It's like completely died on that front. So, damn it, YouTube. You had to mess up on me, seriously. Oh well, if I can keep this going, then should be okay, I guess. Is it done or not? Oh, I have to rover it to the cargo bay, don't I? Oh, now I'm getting a notification that it's disconnected. Damn YouTube. There's nothing wrong with my internet either, so I don't know why it's not doing anything. But now the microphone can be put into the I said microphone game. Reconnection successful. There we go. Okay, so don't worry guys, you haven't missed much. I got told very stupidly that OBS disconnected. If you've been seeing drop frames on the stream, then that's what it is. Even though my internet is like max bars right now, I am using a wireless internet by the way, but it's like max bars. Yet for some reason it's so slow, and it must have just disconnected me from the internet right there, and yeah, like completely screwed up the that section of the stream. If this looks like ass, and I probably would imagine, but yeah, I was gonna say how many drop frames there were and the percentage of drop frames, but it's like completely reset. So and if this classes as 2 streams, then I might as well just delete the videos and upload this as an archive, because the video shouldn't have any problems, and it's mostly because of my internet connection, and I don't know why it's as bad as it is right now, but it is pretty terrible. So I have to think of something to do to rectify that. But it seems to be going okay right now, so I don't know what the hell's going on with it, but right. Well, our autopilot was taking us to this thing. so we can. Hey, I never said that. I said pick up damn game. Okay, so we can take that. The autopilot can take us somewhere, I guess. What I wanted to do is go to the status display actually and do that, and then you can turn the radar on and the auxiliary generator. I said and the auxiliary generator, and turn the autopilot off. Looks like it's here. Whatever it was saying to me, yeah, it's this thing right here. So at this point, what we can do is recall, then turn the radar off, turn the auxiliary generator off, and then go from there. So yeah, I'm keeping it like one thing at a time at this point because there is something that can happen and I don't want it to happen in this part of me playing this. So I'll probably see what that last thing is and see where I want to go from there. If it's anything interesting, then I mean, I could always just save it and continue at a later point. But I mean, that's always something you can do. Like, you can do that with this game. You can save and return at a later point and really rack up some hours in this. You just gotta keep on top of everything. It's micromanage city. You know, you gotta keep an eye on absolutely everything. So, you know, most people probably forget to heal themselves, and next thing you know, you're gonna die when you leave here. So you really don't want to be doing anything like that. No dropped frames. I'm actually surprised. Apparently there's no dropped frames since this reconnected for some reason. So I don't know what the hell that was all about, but research. Says 3-HD, so I wonder what this could be. Oh, it's another mechanical thing, so okay, so if this is another mechanical thing, then what's it going to be? Like another surface plate? Okay. I guess it's like armor plating then. Nah, okay. Sorry. Just had a little itch there for a second. I know it's disgusting. I shouldn't do stuff like that on face cam or whatever. Just pick my nose and all that, but I don't think anyone's even here anyway or will watch this on demand, so it doesn't really matter. It's all obsolete anyway. We got armor plating. Yeah, exactly. So you can put that onto the rover for extra bang for your buck, I guess you can say. But we'll stick that into the storage for now. And we got one more thing to collect on the surface. But I'll go to the Medi Bay first. I know I might have already done this, but I'm just keeping on top of this just to make sure I can keep myself safe and all that. So there we go. And now we're going to head out this way and close that door on the way out, and then go through here back to the bridge, and then see what that last thing we were supposed to, well, the last thing I'm probably going to get, and then I'll probably call it a stream. I don't know if I'm going to end the save here unless something drastic happens. I don't know if I'm going to do anything, so we'll see. But this save might definitely be one that I can come back to at some point in the future and just play this on like a chill stream or something, because there's really not much going on. So maybe on my main channel, if I plan on playing this game in a chill stream environment, then I can always like alternate between, you know, what my game and the chat and all that, and just keep an eye on everything. So as you can see right here, it's like object nearby. Before anyone can do anything to us, it's just a matter of use that, grab it, and then go from there. Oh, what's this? That's bad. You can always turn the autopilot on and it takes you somewhere. Oh wait, so no, it's pointing me in this direction, so I might as well let it do its thing. Of course, turn on the auxiliary generator. We can turn on the radar as well. I think that just increases the size of the map. And the radar itself is actually like here, so it's like pointing out stuff, I think. But yeah, it's probably pointing out structures or something. Don't want to do that. I said recall. So I think that's just pointing out the structures, to be honest. Okay, so you can turn that off. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go after this, as I said. This is the one thing I didn't want to have happen, and why I don't really want to be doing streaming and all that, is because I know stuff might happen in real life that I do have to tend to, and it's just going to be more of a distraction for the stream, so more of a reason for me to end it, right? So hopefully the videos come out okay. I don't know if it would have. Apparently there's been 0 drop frames in this entire section of the stream, and I don't know why. So it's anyone's guess. But ever since it reconnected, it seems to want to stay connected. So I need to figure out what's going on now and just keep with it. But I guarantee my download speed's still really bad, even though it's not supposed to be. But the one thing I want to do before I end the stream here is see what this is, then heal myself, and then I'll probably save it with the intent of returning to it at some point. Oh, look how fast that decrypted. So usually if it decrypts that fast, it's something that we've already discovered, but in this case, in under phase 2, it's probably not something that we've found before. So it's all a matter of seeing what it actually is. It's something thermal related, so it's probably another turret or something. But yeah, you can actively research, and it does it faster, as I've said before. And probably for the purposes of ending this stream off, I can select to do it faster. So we can do that. Then we'll see how much it's worth and how much we have, and save the game and all that, and I'll round it off here. But we have got a heat sink. What's this? It radiates heat efficiently and could be used as a passive heat sink to dissipate excess thermal energy from the rover. So I think what that means is, if you have components that are generating a lot of heat, then you can use the heat sink to dissipate that heat. So that could be very useful, actually. But it depends. That's why all those stats that you see are important, about how much like damage it does and how much electricity it uses, how much heat it uses. You gotta keep on top of all of that sort of stuff. So do not panic. Panic when there's aliens on the ship. Yeah, that's when you should panic. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I think what I'll do in preparation for next time is put myself on the bridge, and I think that's where I'm going to be rounding this off. So you can save the game and exit, and this is the main menu music that was supposed to play. So yeah, you have to alt tab out the game as well, but the music still plays. So I've gone for about 34 minutes. The video's probably not going to be that long on YouTube, depends on how it's worked. But with all that being said and done, I'm going to be 85,000. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed the session of the 10th for today. And peace out, see you later. Have a great day. Yeah, stream ending fails.